Okay, I have one more question, and then we're done. Unless Pilsky's got something else to add after that, and it's in relation to Freeman and Xeta. You know, you're a team that's been looking for players. Did you ever consider Freeman and Xeta? Like, were they off Tyloo at the right time for BTRG to think about that, or was that never part of the equation? Because those two seem like, you know, you got a Korean already. You know, Xeta and Zion have played together already. Could be a good fit. Freeman from Hong Kong should speak relatively decent English, I would imagine. If not, you know, chuck him in anyway. I'm sure it works. You guys can't communicate anyway, it seems like. So who cares? So what's the deal? Did you ever think about Freeman and Xeta, or not on the cards at all?
Um, I did. Okay, let me first explain the relationship between BTRG and Tyloo. Like the two bosses are really close.
Okay.
They're like Shongdi. They're like brothers, right? So
You can you speak
when we got
Chinese, by the way?
yeah, I can speak
So
fluent
there you
Mandarin.
go, no problems.
Yeah. So when we got Kevin over from Tyloo, like excluded from Tyloo, it was actually like a really simple process. Like literally, he was in Hangzhou Tyloo bootcamp, finished the minor for them, took a cab over to Hangzhou BTRG bootcamp. He was there. It was done, right?
Easy.
So Freeman and Zeta was something that I spoke to my boss about, right? I'm like, um, I heard that maybe they're getting benched some time ago, and or like I just heard like there was roster changes in Tyloo. So my own assumption was that they're gonna take out Freeman and Zeta and make a new like full Chinese lineup. So I was right, okay, I was correct. So I spoke to my boss, like I told him, what about Freeman and Zeta? What do you think? And there was some discussion there, but there was also concerns about what was it? I think it was their form as players. I think Freeman hasn't been playing all too good, like
Sure.
prior to being put on the bench, and I think Zeta was kind of Zeta is someone that I want to work with, but I also feel like he's a bit worn out from Counter Strike. Uh, when I spoke to him, he just said like he really liked the Tyloo guys. He tried really hard for them, but this communication thing is hard to deal with. Also like the whole COVID-19 situation, he couldn't be boot camping in China with them, and it's kind of hard for him as well. And it kind of just hit him pretty hard, like motivational wise.
Sure. I can imagine
Um,
why. Like, if you look at the career that he's had, you got to say, like, he's probably one of the players that's been fucked the most by Counter Strike, you know? Because he finally gets into MVP. It looks like this sick team of Korean players insta boom. Like, the team just mental booms and disappears. Then you get
yeah,
picked
they
up by
imploded.
Tyloo. You get picked up by the best team in the Asian scene. You're thinking, yes, this might be my chance. I can go internationally, play on Tyloo, and bam, coronavirus. It's like, fuck you, Zeta. And then, you know, he gets benched, and now it's like, okay, well, what do I do? I've seen him, by the way, playing Valorant in a tournament recently. So I really hope that he comes back to Counter Strike. But I almost wouldn't be surprised to see him just say, fuck it, like I'm going to Valorant, playing with the rest of the Korean boys and having a good time there. Maybe you should have
Yeah,
saved
I
him,
think
Impression.
yeah, maybe I could have, maybe I should have. Maybe he didn't want to be saved.
Maybe.
He's just tired of Counter Strike. Like I mean, the truth is the Freeman Zeta thing. That discussion did happen. But that was something that I felt like would like honestly, that was a team that we had to be. Everyone has to be really delicate about it because if you put Zion, Accurate, Impression, Zeta, Freeman in the team, and someone has a problem and they don't talk about it, it's gonna go boom like MVP. Because this is a team of players who have had crazy peaks, have had recognition from the rest of the world, and also at the same time, there are players that I'm 100% sure, right, as like someone who's like been in a captain position, like a in-game leader position. I kind of understand people, and I know that if any of the egos get into the way, it will kind of be hard to work with, but it's not impossible. If players are professional about it, so that discussion did happen. I also had my concerns with that roster because I'm not sure how well it would turn out. But right now, if you tell me, hey, take Freeman and Zeta, drop Genius and Neo, and then we continue on with BTRG, I would say no because I really like the work ethics I found with Genius and Neo, and I feel that with time they could be a lot better. I think they're the better people and better players for us, like as a team,
Okay.
because everybody takes up space in the team. If too many people take up too much space, you can't see what happens with that, with what's going on with somebody in Tyloo. So right now, my team's found a good balance. Freeman and Xeta, right now, if you ask me to take them, it's probably a no-go for me. Up for discussion maybe, but I'm just really sick of changing rosters and things. Let's just go with what we have for BTRG, I think.
All right, maybe this is a bit of a bonus question then. Before we close, is where would you like to see Freeman and Xeta end up?
Oh, I think Freeman back in VG is a good idea, maybe. But
Killy's ready. He's fucking ready to say
yeah,
something. He wants to.
yeah, because I know for a fact that Freeman, if you give him the space, he can be like the OG somebody of Tyloo. Like they had similar roles and they played a similar Counter Strike. Smart, good methods. It's just whether or not they get the space to do what they want. And Freeman did not have that in Tyloo. I think Tyloo, everyone was fighting each other for space as a team that they couldn't get too far as a team. I think that was a big problem for them. Except for when Bentet was there, because when Bentet was there, he gets all the space and he knows how to assign the space because he's a good Counter-Strike player. So Freeman back in Vici, Xeta. Dude, put Xeta in like a North American team, man. I think he'll do good. I think he brings good like fundamentals. He brings good ideas. I worked with Zine. I know the kind of ideas that they have in MVP. And I know like Korean Counter-Strike is not as simple as just Counter-Strike. They have all the way from like the We Made Fox days from Solo. They have a different way of playing Counter-Strike, and it's a different way that works.
So you
it's just
don't want to
unfortunate
save that impression. You don't want to put together your Korean dream team and convince your boss that we want BTRG red and blue team and we're gonna have a Korean brother.
I think if anything, Tyloo should do like an international team. They have 2 guys on the contracts.
True.
Make an international team. Get three other guys. Get
an
like
interesting
some
point.
Europeans. Get some Mongolians.
I'm
So-
sure you know Jack, right? Have a chat with him.
Yeah, I'm sure I can get something. Give him a few ideas. Plant the seed in his mind.
All right.
But yeah, Tyloo International. See that for 2021, man.